Hello and welcome to this morning time taste challenge. We have two 40% alcohol silver mixto tequilas. And this is Jose Cuervo Especial Silver. Jose Cuervo founded in 1795. Beautiful bottle. $33.99 at Total Wine and More. Family owned. All right. El Toro Silver. This is the premium, the new version. $6.99 for the liter, same as the older version. Barton Imports, owned by the Sazerac Company. No website listing. Bottled in Owensboro, Kentucky. It is tequila with natural flavors. Oh. So they changed something. It used to be tequila. Now it's tequila with natural flavors. Well, I thought it had a strange flavor, like when I did the El Toro, the other one, the older bottle. It tastes like corn muffins. Because I think they're using corn flour as their filler. You know, they're distilling it, with water and yeast and all, and then they ferment it, then they distill it as a corn spirit. That's just that's subjecture more than fact. That's theory more than fact. I really don't know. That's what it tastes like, at least. And I think they added natural flavors like, say, maybe vanilla to maybe cover up that problem, if you want to call it a problem. I guess it's a problem. So you can get the El Toro for $15.49 a liter. You can get the Jose Cuervo for $30. It's expensive for a liter. It's like there's no sense to buy it a liter because the handle is like $3 more, and you're getting 1,000 more, 750 more milliliters. Sometimes a liter is no kind of deal. Just look at Total Wine and More. It's like you say, well, why would I buy a liter? But I could pay chump change and get basically an extra bottle of liquor. The answer is I wouldn't buy it. Okay, so aluminum cap. It'll take me years to go, at least a decade to go through this bottle, right? 10 years, I would think so. And El Toro, look, I barely cracked it. I barely scratched the surface on this tequila with natural flavors. From our friends at Barton Distilling, meaning the Sazerac Company. Craig Swinson in New England. Hello, Craig in Maine. Tequila with natural flavors. So is a flavor tequila. Yeah. I don't think you're allowed to add flavor into tequila, but you can have a tequila with natural flavors. It's a sick world we live in, isn't it? All right. No, but seriously, it's like bourbon whiskey, right? If you look at the U.S. government regulations, they say bourbon, you cannot add flavoring to bourbon. It's illegal. But, and this is a very important but, you can sell a product called bourbon with natural flavors. I know you can because I bought 2 bottles. I got them over there. So basically, it's a game. You can't do it, but you could change the bottle label and do it. Okay, so yeah, right. And I know where I can get like 6 other bottles of different labels that say bourbon with natural flavors. Doesn't say blended bourbon. Now, blended bourbon, that's a different category. Blended bourbon always did allow flavoring or coloring to be added without disclosure. Or you could disclose it if you wanted to, but it's allowed. Blended bourbon. No, I'm not talking about blended bourbon. I'm talking about just bourbon. You hear what I'm saying? Bourbon. Can't add flavor and you can't add color. But you can sell a product called bourbon with natural flavors. That is funny. It's called the distilled spirit specialty. If you went to the government and said, "Look at this, a violation," they'd say, "Wait a minute, no, 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 no. It's a distilled spirit specialty, which is an unclassified product." And so they're selling bourbon with natural flavors. See, you're wrong. Oh man. And I know because when I see these cases come in the store, oh, forgot to pour the liquor. What is this one? Okay. They say, when I see these cases, the bottles, it says DSS. I'm sorry, DSS. Yeah, DSS. And then it'll say whatever brand name, distilled spirit specialty. Okay, like that. All right. So the real point of all of that long drawn out thing is that it don't really matter. That the point is that you need to read the labels carefully, and then buy it at your discretion. If you read the labels carefully, don't complain later. Okay, talking about you got scammed. I bought a Four Loko product the other day. Video coming soon. Huh? That was fun. I got home and it said made with sucralose. I was looking at that label hard. I was aggravated because sucralose is what they make Splenda with. What is Splenda? It's just the generic name for Splenda. I said, why they couldn't use sugar? Sucralose, Splenda. I don't like to drink that stuff ever. But I couldn't complain. I couldn't take issue with it because who bought it? Me. Who did not read the label carefully at the store? Me. Oh, well, too bad. Tough luck, sucker. All right. So I did that to myself. So I'm not aggravated about it. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It didn't have that bad, it didn't have that usual bad sugar substitute horrendous thing. Oh, I'm not saying it wasn't bad in other ways, but it wasn't bad in that way. All right, let's check these out. They both clear. The price differential is double. Whatever configuration you buy, bottle, liter bottle, I'm talking about regular bottle, liter bottle, or handle bottle, you're going to pay twice the amount for the Sazerac. Not the Sazerac. I'm really getting confused. It's all over now, y'all. No, I mean the Jose Cuervo. So the question you got to ask is the quality twice as good? We know the price is double. But are you going to get double the quality? I can smell them already. Okay, they're coming in with that agave thing. Omar says Hornitos. Yes, and if you look back in my records, I did Hornitos Black Barrel. Oh, it was really good. And I got it for a really good price, $13. The normal price, like almost $30. Hey, look, Walmart had it on closeout, $13. I bought it. Just the other day, they had Bombay Dry Gin. Bombay, that's one of the old famous brands. Bombay Dry Gin, not the Bombay Sapphire. I'm not talking about the blue label, the blue. I'm talking about the original, not the blue, the original. Bombay Dry Gin for $11. Bombay Dry Gin, $11. Now look that price up. See if you can find it for $11. You say, yeah, $3.75. Right. I bought it $7.50. I'm gonna give it to my daughter. She's into the gin culture. But just goes to show you, you never know what you're gonna find when you go to Walmart or some of these other stores, especially Walmart, but some of these other stores. And then when Walmart does a closeout, they get rid of it. They don't want it in the store. They'll put it initially, the first offering is half price. So if it's $28, they're gonna try to sell for $14. If a few are left, they're gonna drop to $7, because then it'll be 75% off. I mean, but it's gonna be gone in 2 days. So if you go over there and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till it goes lower," you can wait because it's gonna be gone when you go back. So, all right, yeah, these are never smoky, really. You want mezcal? to get smokiness. All right, so go buy mezcal to get the smoky, but then your lowest price gonna be $19.99, and they won't be that good. But these will just be these tequilas not gonna be smoky. They're gonna be well, I mean the Black Barrel was, that's a specialty, but they're gonna be very vegetable, like succulent plant, like a bell pepper. Yeah, that's just how they are. Well, now this has a look. Still spilling it. It's really irritating. All right, so this has a little smokiness to it. Not smokiness, pepper. Getting all confused. Little pepperiness. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a black pepper application, um, whereas this one doesn't. Oh, right. I got to try to pinpoint um, which one has the natural flavors added, and can I detect that? I think I would be able to detect it, but we're gonna find out right now. Oh, good, I poured it right. They're both, I didn't pour too much. They're both clear, which that's what these Jovan tequilas, they unaged, they clear. Whiskey's like that. If you pour whiskey, it's clear. When you pour it, it's clear. There's no color. Now they put it in the barrel. That's where the color comes from. But initially, it's clear like this. Jack Daniels is clear like this. I was there at the distillery. I watched them pour it in the. I was watching it go into the, to the, to the next step. But it does turn. They don't add color into Jack Daniels. It turns that color on its own merits. The flavoring. The flavor, not the flavoring. Although it probably is the one with flavoring. It's kind of bland, but I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, the flavor is so off-putting. I'm gagging. I can't believe it. It's awful. It's the worst." No, it's none of those things. It's just kind of basic, kind of dull, but not horrendous. Certainly not nasty. It's just not remarkable. The thing about these really cheap ones, $6.99 a liter, they're just not remarkable. You say, but are they doable? Oh, they're very doable. They're workable. You can utilize them mostly for mixed drinks, cocktails, highballs, stuff like that. But for a sipping tequila, I don't think so. But that's what I'm doing with them. It's a beautiful day, clear. The clouds are gone. This could be the second day in a row that's clear and dry, but I don't think it's going to last. I don't think it's going to qualify. I think clouds are coming and rain. Yeah. This one has more peppery notes. More, they don't have pepper. Okay, don't think that. But it's just something about the tequila. It has like a peppery thing to it. Like black pepper. I like black pepper on practically any kind of food I eat. And so it's kind of got that thing going. Is the Jose Cuervo better than the El Toro, the bull? It's better. It's better. It's better. But I'm not going to say it's twice as good. That's, think about that. Twice as good. That's kind of hard. It happens. Doesn't happen a whole lot. Ooh. I think I said this in my initial video with the El Toro tequila with natural flavors. I think I said something. I don't ever go back. I don't really ever go back and watch my videos. But I think I said something like, well, if they added flavoring, what did they add? 1 drop of vanilla in a whole aging tank, like 1 drop of vanilla. Ding. Because it doesn't taste like they added anything. I mean, it's like tastes the same. But maybe the flavoring that they added is just smoothed it out or something. It does taste smooth, but it's like it just tastes like regular old plain tequila, and I mean plain, but in no way bad. I've had a margarita around 25 years ago, but I really don't think I ever had straight tequila. I had a margarita in 1980 at a campground in Tallahassee, Florida, Wasn't quite to Tallahassee, but it was close. And well, you know, like we had a camper back then. Was it Mariana, Florida, or Tallahassee? But it was like a campground, you know, where you park your trailer. And my parents, they had a restaurant bar right on the campground property. I guess it was in Collaborate. Might still be there. I don't know. And they said, let's get margaritas. So my mother and my father were drinking margaritas with the ice, you know, and all. And I said, oh, and the salt. I said, oh, let me try some. I was 12 years old. Let me have some. Let me have some. They let me sip it. It just tasted like kind of like Sprite with salt, you know, like it wasn't anything that impressed me. I just said, oh, okay, you know, and I went and did whatever I was doing. So it wasn't anything that made me think, oh, this is something I need to deal with. When I was 3 years old and they were drinking Miller High Life or Schlitz, I said, give me a sip, give me a sip. Or 2 years old, you know, babies. In Louisiana, they always want to give babies beer. So I can remember it be very hot. Louisiana has remarkably hot summers, and tasting that Miller High Life from the bottle in the heat at as a 2 year old or 3 year old, it would be so good. You know, it was so good. And like my father said, all babies love beer. So that did stay in my mind. Don't remember drinking out the can. It was always the bottles, probably Pony, the 7 ounce. But Schlitz had the 7 ounce bottles too. You see, but I just remember that good yeasty flavor. It was just very good. But the margarita didn't stay with me like something I needed to revisit. But the tequila itself, Craig, to make a short story long, the tequila I would recommend it. It has it, but now it's got that vegetable flavor. So if you don't like bell peppers, things like that, you may not care for it. Are you drinking it neat at room temperature? Yes, neat at room temperature, which is cool, not cold, but cool. I mean, it's chilly today. So like it's probably at 60 degrees, 55, 60 degrees. Are you, and what brand do you suggest if you want to try it? Oh, tequila? What brand? Well, you ought to just do like I did, I think, because just start at the lowest, the lowest rung of the ladder and buy it. And if you don't like it, well, then don't drink it. But chances are you will like it. You may not love it. And then you could climb the ladder. So you start with like a cheap mixto, and because it's got filler in it, sugar or corn or something. And then you say, oh, well, let me try something else. So like at $6.99 a liter, are we dealing with a big risk factor? I don't think we're dealing with a risk factor at all. I think the worst you would say about El Toro is it's a little dull. So you might taste it and say, I never had tequila before. And I'll say, what do you think? What do you think, Craig? And you say, oh, it's kind of bland. That's no big loss. Kind of bland. But it's not like, oh, it's so bad. I can't drink it. I think I'm going to throw up. It's stomach turning. It's an atrocity of mankind. It's not going to be like that. So then you go to the next one. Well, you could just climb the ladder. Well, yeah, you like pick a company. Like you could say, well, I'm going to do only Sazerac brands. Okay, fine. Pick a company. You start at their lowest rung, which is this, or Tostada. No, what is it called? Tortilla. Yeah, Tortilla. That's a real brand. It's not made up. It's called Tortilla Tequila. I never had it, but I know where I can get it so cheap. It's funny. And then you go to the next level that they have, where they have higher grades. And then the next level, that might be like $40 a bottle. Then you keep climbing. Then you get up to the $100 a bottle, and I'm sure it's going to be much more elaborate. Silver or gold, much difference? Yeah, it's a little difference because the gold, they put it in wood barrels for maybe 6 months, 8 months, maybe not even that long. And it'll take on some of it'll get darkened. They probably add coloring too. I didn't say that. But and it'd have a little richer flavor, kind of like yellow beer versus dark beer. Sometimes they have different flavors. Sometimes they don't, like Shiner, Bach, and Yingling traditional. They taste like the same as regular beer, and you start wondering, do they add food coloring? Now, people were saying to me, "Oh, you said that Yingling added food coloring." I said, "No, no, 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 no. Back up, back up, back up." I told them, I said, "I never said Yingling added food coloring. Go back and watch the videos. I never said that. I said I get the feeling that that could be very possible. I never said they added food coloring. I said I get the feeling that it's likely. I don't know that, and I said in the video, I don't really know, but it seems strange to me. You know, that's all. That's all I said. It seems a little strange to me. And anyway, it's allowed. So thank you for your information and opinions. Oh, you're welcome. The Jose Cuervo, is it better? It's better. Has a fuller flavor, a richer flavor, the peppier, a peppery, more peppery. That's how you say it. More peppery flavor. Hello, Maxwell in Russia. Got people from Russia watching. um, but to be fair, and I have to be fair, is it really twice as good? I mean, twice as good? I mean, come on. I don't think it's twice as good. Hmm. So the final analysis, what I really want to pay $33.99. Talking about the liter bottles. So let's say $15.50 for El Toro liter. But like I said, I only paid $6.99. But Total Wine got it for $15.49. Oh, I got the deal. I got the deal. I got the damn. But I'm not paying $30. No. There's no way. It's not possible. It's not twice as good. If it was $4 more, yeah, it's better. If it was I'm gonna pay $15.50 for a liter, or I could get the Jose Cuervo and it's $19.50. Okay, buy it. You're gonna get a better product. But twice as much? Ain't happening here. Might happen with you. I'm not doing it. So yeah, it's fine. This autofocus on this camera is pretty pitiful. But what do you? It's $30. All right, but can't get this in my town. I don't know where to find it. It's fine. I mean, it's may not get you into the tequila hobby. Might make you not join it because you might just say, "Oh, tequila's so dull. I'll never deal with it." But it's not the best representation. But Jose Cuervo, yeah, it's better. Yeah, oh yeah. But the lowest price I found was $33.99. Now the price has jumped to $34.99 for this big. I mean, it's a big bottle. But no, 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 no. I'm not seeing that. But everybody's opinions are different, you know. So, but do I like Jose Cuervo tequila? I do like it. Don't love it. I loved it when I did the solo review, but you know, solo reviews are funny. They're tricky. If you do a solo review and you're only dealing with one product, you taste it and be like, oh man, all these intricate flavors. I can't believe it. It's so good. It's so wonderful. It's great. And it's this and it's that and it's the other thing. And oh yes, oh yes. And I'm like that. I'm guilty of it because that's what I'm tasting. I'm telling you what I'm tasting. Fine. Give it a high score, everything. Then you put it in taste challenges. That's when things usually start to break down because you put it up against another product and you say, it's not as fantastic as I first believed. Because the other product will bring things out that you didn't notice before, or it'll push things down that you did notice before, but they won't come out. So it's a funny thing. Oh well, I mean, I don't think much is going to change. If you don't watch the other videos, I wouldn't get upset because I've got let's see, El Toro. I've got Tijuana. Wait till you see this bottle. This is it'll be fun. But wait till you see Tijuana since 1966. Oh boy, well, but it ain't gonna be much of a difference. The whole result gonna be about the same. And then when I do the Montezuma, okay, Montezuma, it's a little bit better. Gonna cost you a little bit more, and you'll be a little bit more impressed, but you won't be particularly impressed. But people that say Montezuma is nasty and horrible and you should dump it out, they're crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. It's not none of those things. Montezuma used to be big. You look at those old ads from the 1970s. They had sweepstakes. You could enter a contest. They had this. They always had ads. Been on the market since 1974, 49th anniversary. About to have the big anniversary. Are they going to promo that? Pretty sure they're not. But yeah, that'll be a little bit closer, but it won't be much closer. So that'll be it. I'm just getting into tequila. I'm not really that saturated into the theoretics of it. So then we'll go into mezcal. Now mezcal, that's a much more developed thing. So when I get into the mezcal, that's going to be a little bit more complicated. Yeah. But very interesting. Mezcal, yeah, you basically starting at 20 bucks. Not no $6.99. Mezcal's gonna run you. It's gonna run you $20 and up. And $20 is the lowest. I mean, it's really low. And most likely you're not gonna find it for $20. No, let's say you really reality, realistically, you're gonna start about $25, $26 a bottle at your lowest end. And then you very commonly, you'll be dealing with $60 to $70 bottles. $60 to $70 a bottle. Yeah. But it's a much different product, and it's a more developed product. It's a much roastier, smokier, more I'll say it, gourmet product. Yeah. I mean, except for some of the kind of what do you call that? It's got the worm in it. You call that a what product? Not a gimmick. I mean, it is a gimmick. Not a gimmick product, but can't think of the name. Can't think of the word, the terminology. But yeah, that kind of thing. But yeah, and then we'll take a whole U-turn. We'll be like this, and then we go all the way back around, and we'll be at rye whiskey. And I got 100% rye whiskey. When I tell you the price, you'll think I'm lying, but I'm not. All right. Thank you. Oh, mezcal. Yeah. RKM. Yeah, mezcal. Yeah, that's coming. That is coming right. Literally in less than a week. Mezcal is on the agenda. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful series. Oh boy, when y'all see the mezcals I have, it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a great adventure. And tequila will become an adventure eventually when I get to things like Avion. But I'm at the low end of the I'm at the low end right now. I mean, I realize that people are telling me this. People telling me, that thing's the low end. I'm like, really? I thought it was because I paid $6.99 for a liter. Come on, camera, focus. You pernicious, you